Welcome back to my class. Today we are going to discuss about female reproductive system. Commonly we know female reproductive system contains a pair of ovaries, a pair of oviducts. Oviducts is nothing but the fallopian tube, and we have a single uterus, and we have cervix, vagina and external genitalia, right? And external genitalia contains mons pubis, paramajora, paraminora, hymen, clitorisis, and mons pubis, right? Along with the parts of the system, we are having a pair of mammillary glands which integrate functionally and structurally the process of they're going to support the process of ovulation, fertilization, pregnancy, birth, child care. Okay, they're going to support all of the processes. The female primary sex organs is ovaries. It produces a female gamete called ovum, and along with that it produces steroid hormones and ovarian hormones. The length of the ovary is 2 to 4 centimeters, and they are connected or they are attached to the pelvic wall and ligaments to uterus. And the location of the female reproductive system in the pelvic region. Each ovary is covered by thin epithelium encloses the ovarian stroma. Hence, ovarian stroma is going to divide into two things: peripheral cortex and inner medulla, oviducts, uterus, and along with that vagina. It's called female accessory ducts. Fallopian tube is going to be 10 to 12 centimeters long, and the parts of fallopian tube is ampulla, isthmus, infundibulum, fimbriae. Okay, fallopian starts from the peripheral of the ovary to the uterus. The part closer to the ovary, which is funnel shaped, is called infundibulum, and the wider part of the infundibulum is ampulla, where ovary and sperm get fertilized. And fimbriae is the finger-like projections which collect the ovum during or after ovulation. Isthmus is a last part of the oviduct, which is near to the uterus with a narrow lumen. See here, if you see the uterus, here we have written here that uterine fundus, right? Fundus is nothing but the upper part, upper part of the uterus. Okay, na? Uterus is single and womb shaped. It is actually the shape of an inverted pear. The uterus is attached to the pelvic wall by ligaments. Uterus opens into vagina through cervix, and the cavity of the cervix is called cervical canal. Cervical canal along with vagina forms birth canal. Cervix is actually a narrow part, and vagina is the place where semen is going to be ejaculated by the penis. Semen is nothing but containing of seminal vesicles, seminal fluid plus sperms is called serum. Semen, not serum, semen. And there are three layers for the uterine cavity. Okay, endometrium, perimetrium, and myometrium. Endometrium is a thin inner layer which is called endometrium. Myometrium is like thick smooth muscle. Okay, na? Middle thick smooth muscle is myometrium, and perimetrium is nothing but outer granular layer is perimetrium. See, endometrium is going to change during the cyclic process time. It leads to the menstrual bleeding, endometrium. Shedding down of the endometrium is called menstrual bleeding, and myometrium is going to have strong contraction during the delivery of the baby. Myometrium is going to actually release too much of contractions for the baby to come out of the mother womb. And we will discuss now about the external genitalia of female reproductive system. We have discussed that external genitalia have parts of mons pubis, clitorises, and vagina is actually accessory duct. Hymen is also external genitalia. Labia majora and labia minora both are there na, that are also external genitalial. Okay na? Mons pubis is a cushion of fatty tissues which contain skin and pubic hair. That's called mons pubis. And if you see the clitorises, it is a tiny finger like projection which is homologous to the penis, which is above the urethral opening. It is present above the labia minora. And we'll discuss about the hymen. Hymen is the thing which covers the vagina partially by a membrane called hymen. Hymen can break at the first intercourse or else at the cycling, riding a horse. Even that time also hymen can break. Hymen does not indicate a sexual desire. And labia majora is means that is a fleshy folds of tissue that extends below the mons pubis and surrounds the vaginal opening. And if you come for labia minora, that are a paired folds which are below the labia majora. Okay, and if you come for the mammillary glands, that are also a paired structures. See, mammillary glands are a characteristic of a female mammals, and mammillary glands are actually made up of glandular tissue and a fat. And glandular tissue is going to have 15 to 20 lobes. That lobes are called alveoli. Okay, and in the cavities of the alveoli, milk is stored that further joins and becomes mammillary tubules, and mammillary tubules further joins and becomes mammillary ducts, and mammillary ducts further joins and forms mammillary ampulla, which is a wider part um, where milk is sucked out through lactiferous tubule. And this is the end of the female reproductive system. I hope you have understood very well. Thank you for watching.